5,100, Damon Burton.
I'm saying I'm not bluffing. I just
Joey
call.
says he'll buy a piece.
10-7 of hearts. You know Daniel
Let's go.
Negreanu? That's his favorite hand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He says, pencil me in. Next
You know Daniel
weekend.
Negreanu? You know what his favorite
I'm aware
hand
of
is?
what Daniel Negreanu is, yes. I'm familiar.
But you know what his favorite hand is? 10-7.
Next Friday and Saturday is 200,
You know about
400,
that or
Jamin,
no?
so that might be a little bit too large.
You had no idea?
Why is his favorite
His
hand?
favorite hand is 10-7.
It's just his thing for years.
Do you know about this?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank God someone can confirm it. So if I fold 10-7, I'm disrespecting Daniel Negreanu.
Oh, we wouldn't want to.
There you go. And I don't want to
Queen
disrespect
10-3,
him.
couple
So I'm
diamonds,
gonna
pair of
play
queens
with
for
it.
Dylan.
Makes sense.
Broadway draw for Brad.
So by this logic, when you get fold 10 deuce, you insult Doyle.
Yes,
So you
I
have to play 10
disrespect
deuce.
Doyle. Exactly.
And Jack 4, you would offend I
Yeah,
guess, everybody?
well, Robbie, I don't really give a fuck about Robbie, to be honest. But I mean, she's a cool person. But she's not at the level of Doyle or Negreanu, you know what I'm saying?
CQ, that's 48.
I agree with you. Can you think of someone that became more instantly poker famous than Robbie, though? Just like
Yeah,
instantly.
she fucking became
She went.
Mike Postle.
Yeah, that's true.
He fucking,
That's actually a good point.
everyone is fucking talking about him now.
What a turn card here for Brad. Broadway and top 2 for Dylan.
Yeah.
Action turn card, likely to get
He's
all the
sued a
chips
bunch of
in
people,
here.
so I'm scared of talking about him.
No, dude, okay.
Because like,
Brad-
what if I
I
say
was on
something
that-
negative about him?
I was on that lawsuit. It was
Go to
fake. It
court.
was fake news.
Oh, really?
Yeah?
He put your name on
Brad checks. Dylan deciding on a number here, carving out
You know what happened,
some
right?
5Ks,
Paid attorneys and they dropped him.
Oh, really?
and it's just under $11,000 here. So stand up, chat, if you want to see Brad win a big one. Hit that like button.
I don't want to, like, I don't give a crap.
Brad in great shape here. Needs to fade, obviously, a king or a queen, and going nowhere with the nuts.
Mike Postle, you are great. You're the best man in the world. For the record, guys. You're a genius. You're a poker genius, okay? That's it. He can't sue me now. He can't sue me now, correct?
Are these things you want on the record?
Brad's loving this.
Raises to 25K.
Whatever it is he did or didn't do, which I think he did.
So that's the surprise
He might have not done anything, you know what I mean?
of Dylan, but can't be going anywhere here with the king and the queen. Two
Top
pair.
two.
Small chance, you know.
Is that your first beer?
No, I had three. I had three.
Okay, there you go.
Fuck.
This is my third one.
Feeling good?
Maybe I'll have a casual beer with you.
Joey Ingram in chat says if the queen comes, he'll shave his head.
Feel good.
Good.
Oh
I'm
my
glad you're feeling
goodness.
good.
Let's see what Dylan wants to do here. Looks at his cards again. It's still two pair, taking his time.
Yeah, this is how I am normally.
Good for you. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
And you love Mike
Kind of,
Postle.
hopefully. Well, in most cases.
4.9K in the live chat and growing. Like and subscribe to the channel if you like big pots like this one, hand number 29.
He wasn't
Don't do
drunk.
that, Doug.
He was
Doug,
totally
don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. It's like this guy thinks that Mike Postle is
Making the call.
Makes the call. So pot at 66,000. We know the jam is coming. If the board doesn't pair here on the river, it's a deuce.
Check mark for
I heard that
Brad.
he sued a bunch of people. I don't want to go to court.
So he'll take his time and he'll rip all of it. 41.3. Stacks are about even. It's all in here. If you call the turn, it's hard to get away on the river here on the deuce of spades from Dylan.
This is a great pot. Massive. Huge.
Yeah, you've been paying close attention to it, Terrace.
No, not at all. We're talking about Mike Postle.
Terrace finally getting word that this is a big pot.
I'll rewatch the stream and I'll look at all the pots. That's what I always do.
Can Dylan find a way to get away from this?
I don't think there's a way, Rick. I mean, if you're calling the turn and you see this river card,
Zero.
it's hard to get away.
I love it. I read it. I read the whole thing.
But if anybody can do it, it is Dylan, a very talented poker player, up-and-comer. You're going to be seeing a lot of him in years to come.
Buy Bill Perkins' book. It's the most amazing book. It will teach you how to think correctly about your life.
200, 400 with a $400 big blind ante at the Lodge here in Austin, Texas on a Saturday. We thank you for joining us as Dylan's in the blender.
Great shot of
I agree
Dylan.
with you completely. I love that book. I learned a lot. I love the concepts that he introduced. Amazing. So, everyone on the stream, go buy the book now.
Dylan obviously blocking the sets, the kings, the queens, perhaps worried about tens, the ace-jack that beat him, but that's really about it.
No, it just,
Chat, what do you think? One if he calls, two if he folds.
No, it's an honest advice, and I love it. I was telling all my friends.
It's a framework to how to evaluate.
Also the king of diamonds in Dylan's hand, so a little bit less likely that Brad would be doing this with a busted flush draw. Brad's already been felted once. You don't think he wants to be bluffing and risk being felted twice here, 29 hands into the session, so really smells like strength from Brad, and it is, but Dylan's hand is mighty strong as well. $107,000 in the middle.
Pretty mixed between call and fold in chat right
If
now.
you're living paycheck to paycheck, like if you're extremely poor, it probably doesn't really apply to you. But like if you have like a decent income, maybe 100K a year or more, read the book, okay? That's it. Bill Perkins, that was a great book.
Joey thinks a fold is coming.
Actually, no, I have not.
Jamin thinks the fold's coming. A lot of people think the fold's coming.
He has to collect the bet from you. That's what
It's just very, very hard there after you call the turn and you see this deuce.
When I lose a bet, I want to pay immediately, because then I can't.
But Brad has to be strong here, and he is.
It'd be more fun to pay with a check.
That is a statue right now.
There you go. You know, like,
I thought it'd be really funny if like you just came to the stream one day and it said like reserved and there was 2 stacks of pink. And it's just like, and then it was just like, hey Bill, there's a sheet open, and it just shows it just like the money and like the reserve sign. Okay, that would be. He would probably like that.
Have you been to the?
He hasn't yet. No. This is only the second day we've.
No, I'm saying, have you been to the lodge?
Oh no, he hasn't been to lunch yet either.
not even a single time.
So like, he's a busy guy. He travels around a lot. And then he'll be like, hey, like, they didn't go this week, and it's always like a week where it's like nothing's going on out there or whatever. So and then when we have stuff, I invite him. He's like, oh, I'm busy. So
Dylan staring over at Brad. Brad
Makes
makes the
the
call.
call.
Yeah, makes the call. Brad, get paid $146,000, the biggest pot of his life. Right here, Saturday afternoon from the Lodge after getting crushed yesterday.
I think it's stupid.
Brad on the comeback trail, and that's got to feel good for the young fella.
Coming to a vlog soon.
Kind of want some more sushi now.
This is like a pretty.
Reminded me that I wanted that sushi. I'm going to get on that order in a second. I'm going to bring in Slick Rick, actually. Slick Rick, come on.
What if he's like
Enough push-ups, enough curls. Let's go. You're ready to go.
28. 85.
That'd be a hard.
You know, Biden?
Andrew in the chat, a bit hungover today, boys, but enjoying the show.
You think I'm older than the president?
Andrew definitely has stamina when it comes
Oh,
to
I heard of him. I
Going
heard
out
of
late.
Biden. I saw him once on TV.
I tried to watch the State of the Union, but I just couldn't do it. It was
Yeah.
it was brutal. I don't know if anyone else felt
I
like that.
was
It
not a
it
big fan.
brutal.
I watched it a bit. Did not enjoy it. Funny, I'm actually a Canadian citizen. My wife is a Canadian citizen, but my son is American. And
Dylan raises. Doug
has
makes the call.
right to be a president.
Shout out to Antonini.
So we're thinking big.
Queen 10-10 flop here.
I'm going to try to prepare him for the politics, but
Open-ended
looking
for
at how it's
Dylan.
going now,
you go out there, Rick. What's the pulse in that room? You got some. You feeling?
It's hopping in the main room, Joey. I mean, 350 some odd runners in the Art of Poker today, all paying $250, and then I don't think there's a cash table available. They're
it
in
was packed out
overflow
there.
position right
Yeah.
now, so they'll get you in if you want to play. But
I do wish they showed the stream on all the TVs out there.
I know.
They don't have them on all of them out there. I wish
I
they
really,
would.
I was like, oh, this will be fun, and then he started talking like, ooh,
I know, I turned it off.
So let's see, Brad gonna stab here. Ace high. Dylan raises pre-flop. Flops open on a straight draw. He's gonna check call.
Wow, this is a great pot. I love this. This is
I
what I want
liked
to see.
Biden.
Little spicy turn card here.
there's the straight for Dylan.
Yeah, I know. You know what I like? I like Buttigieg.
Flush draw
Yeah.
You know Buttigieg?
Yeah.
for Brad.
Why can't we have Buttigieg?
Yeah, Brad might feel compelled to barrel here.
I want Buttigieg.
Try to get Dylan off a pair.
Yeah.
That
Be
was
lower
my
than
favorite.
tens. Maybe ace highs.
He's good.
He's got the nut flush draw.
Yeah, but he had some.
Whatever, but like.
He had some issues in some of the debates, and he.
Yeah, they were not showing him properly. I don't know.
But no, but like he wasn't polished. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Yeah.
You need. Some people like that.
Pot size bet from Brad.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you're on that stage, you need to be at least somewhat.
Dylan,
polished.
not going anywhere here. Don't expect him to do anything but check call, then reevaluate on the river.
I agree. Yes. But like, if I were to choose, I'd go for Yang. But also really like the Buttigieg.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be.
Makes the
different
call.
candidates, right?
Let's see a river. Brad needs a heart.
Who do you think is going to be the next president in 2024? Who's going to be the winner?
Ouch.
I think.
Is it Biden?
Obviously, way too early, but I mean, so Biden, because he's going to de facto, if he decides to run
Dylan's going
again.
to take down that pot.
And went straight to bed.
Yeah, I mean.
I was in bed for about 16 hours, I think.
16 hours?
Yeah.
Just,
It's
what were you?
brutal, man. It was brutal. It's like just so tough mentally, and then wasn't feeling well health-wise for a bit after all the tequila shots. So yeah, feeling good today.
Feeling good? Yeah, I mean, you know, you kind of get the blood boiling that first bluff through right away with the ace-5, right? You fire the river. You're probably, what's going through your mind? You're probably thinking he shows you the 6, and you're like, not again, right? I mean, please, come on. And then he folds, and it seemed like that was maybe that spark.
That was nice, but
Yeah.
it was
Let's
interesting
go.
because I think that then he calls my 5 bet with 10-7 hearts and stacks me versus my ace-king. So because he was coming after me after he folded. So I don't think that ace-5 bluff really made me money in the long run, but perhaps I got called light with the straight.
Yeah, maybe, right? I mean, especially if you just saw you make that bluff.
What did he have in that one?
King, queen, top 2 pair.
Top 2,
Yeah, I mean,
So,
pretty tough
he's
spot for
got-
him, right?
He's got a call there, yeah.
Yeah, got a call. I mean, any words to all the fans out there? A lot of chat. Give Brad a shout out, Brad.
Yeah.
Maybe give the fans a shout out there. We got a lot of people in the chat.
Yeah,
basically,
thanks,
just
guys. It's just so nice to actually like win some hands today. I won 3 total hands yesterday.
that's what Rick was saying. Yeah.
Like 6 hours, so that was tough. So really feeling much better today to win. That was the biggest pot of my life. It was a $145,000 pot. So that was.
So is the pot you won earlier? Is that the biggest pot you've ever played?
Well, the one to Terrace I lost. That one was close to 200.
Oh my God.
So,
Okay. Well, listen, buddy.
Playing
It's
some massive stakes.
I hate to tell you, it's still early, and we got another week of these games and some high-stakes games next week. So I'm gonna let you get back in there, lock in, man. Focus. Good to see you smiling. Good to see you a little happier here, and we're gonna be rooting for you out there. So back to the table.
All right.
I respect that 100%.
Another great interview.
12,
Poppy with the man himself, Brad Owen.
12-8.
Dylan with the check mark here. With the pair. As Nick had an open-ended straight flush draw.
Someone has like 10 big blinds, like literally.
The problem with those stakes is you just clean people out. So like people will be just busting left, right, and center if we had. Because you just have to jam your 10 bigs in, you know?
Exactly.
That's the problem with the big straddles. It's not the amount of the straddle. It's like whatever. Call 25.
Yeah, it's not as fun actually to watch. Like,
Dylan is going
I like to
to take
watch
that
when
one
they go
down.
deep.
No salt. So, and she's like, 1 o'clock? Like, you want to order it now? She's like, yeah, I'll just do it now. I gotta go to the gym. I'll be back.
And just very
low-key.
players can be strange, like sometimes.
Poker players can be strange.
When we had a heads up match
Okay,
here.
you're
and,
the button or no?
Yeah, I remember that.
He dressed up like a cowboy. I dressed up like a sheriff. It was pretty.
I remember that.
I'm gonna raise
That was
you.
fun.
Anyway,
Terrace with the pocket
before
tens is going to
before the
raise.
match, I was just like talking with him, just like be friendly. And I'm like, so how you been? And he's like, what? Tarnation?
Make it
I'm like,
8,500.
Oh, boy.
Just, like, how's life? And he's like,
I'm sorry.
you yellow belly.
Two ladies for Dylan.
Belly face like a trying
Terrace, not the type.
Are we? And then like,
Are we in character?
Full
and then
pocket
he
tens, I
did
don't
another
believe.
one like that. And then I was like, I just had to turn around and leave, and he was just like rambling cowboy shit, and I like walked away. I'm like, oh my god, that was insane.
That was pretty funny. I saw it. That was really funny.
18, huh?
You see when I handcuffed him?
18.
Talking about the time that
It was a great one.
Jungle Man came to play him heads up on our stream, and they were in character, cowboy characters the whole time.
You know
And
what,
Heads up
Jungle
just
Man
a fun
refused to
game
get out of
because
character.
You don't really have
Even
to
in private
fold
conversations
your
with
hand.
Doug, he was a cowboy.
So it's just like boom.
Interesting
and you get
guy.
to play all kinds of like
either
weak hands. You
raising
can't
you
play with like a lot of people on the table.
Dylan with the ladies.
Either one.
Obviously, I'm biased because it was like my format.
I heard that. Yeah, you're
But I'm not fully
that's
sure.
I was.
no,
Yeah,
thanks,
now it's definitely people better than me, but
Yeah,
No,
maybe-
but the thing is
maybe if I
about
study
Doug
your
being the
face.
best, like, when he was the best, it was the toughest.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
All right, let's go. I call.
The toughest time to be the best player in the world at heads up.
Okay. Good luck, man.
Big
It's
skillet,
gonna be a great
40,000.
fun hand for the stream, right? We wanna perform for the stream.
And we were all playing heads up, like, we were not really bad on each other, teams were, it just wasn't.
Wow. Not the best flop for either player.
How to kill action. Ace, king, 3, yeah.
Check to the razor.
I had some really good ones with Dan Smith, too.
oh really? I didn't play him that much. A little.
I'm trying to think, who else? Some really good battles. Played Jungleman. Who's got the best of me? Probably Mulsey. Mulsey did some damage. Yeah. He was tough. Yeah.
That's old school. The most money
I feel like I played everyone heads up but you.
What do you have total roughly? Like 100K or something?
When I played Salsa, it was like.
Do you have me no, I have you covered, right? Just roughly.
most
Just
I lost.
roughly. 100K.
Jungle gave me the-
You have 100
the most
something,
money.
okay.
But then also.
Just making sure.
Let's see if Terrace decides to turn his blockers into a bluff,
They both quit me, so it was just.
especially once Dylan checks back the flop.
Like burying you, and then they're like,
It's kind of a bad card because he could have pocket jacks as well and
over here buried.
turned a set.
It's also like a sign, like.
I understand.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm not.
All the people that
We saw him just do this kind of similar acting job last time when he had the nuts.
Yeah, Fees has like actually both of those guys. What makes them really good is they have this uncanny almost like a radar detector. Yeah, like a sixth sense of like, oh, you're full of shit here. Like they have a really good one. Like I think I have a decent one, but they're like really good. Like putting the story together. And so you have to be really careful with guys like that you're telling consistent stories the way you play your hands, or they'll pick you apart.
Dude, I was under bluffing Jungman probably by like 4x of what I should have been, and he called every single one of my bluffs. So that just goes to show what you're saying. Like, it's insane. It's literally insane.
Wow.
He's not, 4x, it should have been 4x more. Yeah,
Dylan lays it down.
We'll find out on TV.
Yeah, nice play by Terrace there with the 10s. Turn it into a bluff.
No problem.
Putting on this free content just for you folks, for the poker world. That's why we do this, the Lodge Card Club.
Yeah.
The greatest in all the land. Might be a little bit biased, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
We're one of them.
Table's a little small.
The.
A little small.
All right.
We're getting a bigger one.
King 10, 9, couple of spades. Pair of kings for Hook. Hook is putting on a clinic.
Close to $500,000 right in his stack right there.
And I think we set a record. We've got $1 million on the table. I don't think we've ever had that.
We've had pretty close to that. Some of our bigger games, even the ones that Hook and Nick were involved in. It's pretty close, but
Pretty
if
close.
not, it's, yeah. Hand number 85, 7 of spades here. Hook now 2 pair, and Dylan with the nut spade. So interesting turn card now, also open-ended. So this is what we wanted to see. 6.6 in the middle, but this pot likely to grow. Hook with a sneaky check. Dylan in position, shuffling those chips. He's stuck. Only way to get unstuck is to be putting chips in the middle, right, Rick?
Absolutely.
It's got plenty of outs. 33% equity, and Hook with a disguised 2 pair kings and 7s as Dylan reaches for about 12,000. Overbets the turn 2x. Right? Is that 12,000 that I see? It is. And that gets Hook's attention, but he calls rather quickly, wastes no time. Usually when people overbet, especially 2x sizing, it's a little bit perplexing. People take their times, waste no time, and it's row your boat. Gently down the river for Hook. 7's full, and he checks it.
Checks it.
What a great hand here played by Hook. Will Dylan take the rope? We saw him shut down before. He likes to take his time. We've also seen him go for it in many spots here, and he does have the nut spade blocker, even though the board's paired. A healthy sizing from Dylan. The jam's going to be coming here from Hook, and Dylan's going to have to surrender. He's going to hate it. Nothing really going his way today. Asking for a count, 38.2 behind in Dylan's stack, and we're going all in, Ricky. All you can eat.
Yeah.
On.
There you go. And Dylan will wave goodbye. Hopes and dreams. He's got heart, Dylan. But unfortunately, Hook had the boat.
We're getting a bigger table. Although I will say the small table is growing on me a little bit as a player. It's like a little.
We're going to try to go back to that interview after we put another battery in
Batteries,
Doug's.
Rick. Sometimes batteries just die.
You know, it happens.
We'll get it fixed. I mean, we can only do how many? Look at 4-betting here, Dylan, 16,000.
But then, like, as you play, you're
Started
like,
with 80.
no one had.
We'll get that fixed, folks. Have some
course.
patience.
Yeah.
Believe in your favorite stream. Come on now.
You don't like radiate your
Exactly.
cards, you know.
I had a rule for the longest time. If I was about to bluff and I stumbled with chips.
In the meantime,
I just called
Terrace
off
and
my
Dylan.
bluff.
Oh, you like audible out?
Yeah. Oh, I'm out. Like if I'm like about to bluff and I just go like that, I'm
Terrace
out.
in there has Dylan dominated. This pot is massive,
think
hand
I would
number
be, like,
86.
Afraid to call it off. I don't
We've
know,
seen
I don't know why.
Dylan play aggressively in position
You're in, right?
against Terrace earlier on in the stream, and now he's doing it again here. 8-6 deuce, monotone. Terrace with the king of
That's like a
diamonds.
tell.
Let's see what you do.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's like it played in my head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see.
Maybe it'll give something off. Studying it very carefully. I don't even know what the flop is or what you have, nothing. But I do know what I have.
And you knew what I had last hand.
8,000.
8,000 is the bet from Dylan.
Does anyone else think it's a little unfair? Terrace gets to know his cards. It seems a little.
Oh yeah, I know. I get
Seems a
to know
little
my
unfair.
cards. It's a privilege. $8K, right? Okay, I'm in.
Wait.
He said
Terrace calls.
he said that pre-flop. Okay, I'm in.
You're in, I'm
He-
in. We're both in. Excellent.
Dylan stuck heaps
There's
now.
the diamond.
Now drawing dead. 52.4.
Check.
The heater don't work. The heater
A sneaky check back here. There are straight flushes available. The ace of diamonds has Terrace's beat, but
Oh, it actually does work. It's actually
king high
works?
flush.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
come on, Rick. People go their whole lives with not getting a king high flush, right? When's the last time you had a king high flush? Years.
Thanks, Goma.
Have you been to the gym or had a king high flush recently? Which one?
King high flush.
Let's see if Dylan wants to play this aggressively here. No chance. He's reaching for a bunch of bubble gum. SPR here, you see, he only has 23.2, and this pot has ballooned to 68.4. Will Terrace rip it now or just smooth call the 16,000? Trying to get a read, but there's no way he's folding the king high flush.
What am I supposed to do here?
Asking for a lifeline, but in the game of poker, it's just you and your mind and your opponent's at the table waiting to see what you're going to decide to do. Terrace in the one seat. Local
You're not
businessman.
playing much poker again now. You were on vacation with your family for a bit, right? Yeah. Good vacation, everything good? Yeah, it was great. Nice.
Size, putting on a little act, carves
I'm
out
in.
the 16,000. He says, I'm in, Rick. Are you in?
Oh, check
Terrace
dark.
acting.
Help me. You know, help me.
Checks
Check
dark.
I check dark. Let's go. Come on.
Flush on the board now. Not the greatest card, and Dylan says enough is enough. Surrenders, hoping that Terrace has no diamond, but he does. $84,000 to the one
Play a
seat.
dog or a terrible play?
Where are the chips?